yo, 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 yo.
Hey, what's happening?
It's your man Big Rak,
Yeah, and it's your boy Zero.
and you're tuning in to
Hustle,
and
grind.
100.9, baby.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good, P City? It's your man Big Rak,
And it's your boy Zero.
and you're tuning in to
Hustle,
and
grind.
100.9 here at
Noongar
Noongar Radio.
Radio.
Woo!
Get that a lot,
The one and
bro.
only, man.
Yeah, cheers,
Man,
brother.
we're here with a special guest. You might have just heard him chime in just a second
The one and
ago.
only. Go on, introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, what's up? This is Cortext, Perth City, Denmark, Albany, you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Man, Cortext is a bit of a pillar in the hip hop scene in Perth, man. He does a lot of little things. You're always shooting videos, producing for someone. Or,
He's here, there, and everywhere.
yeah. You're even in Cali, like literally a month or maybe a few weeks ago or something like that. So, dude,
How
you're
was
everywhere,
Cali?
man.
It was dope. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, just to be able to go over there and link up with artists and like know that there's a that they dig our stuff and there's a place for it. You know, we're not like pigeonholed into. That was one of the best things for me to learn was that like.
They actually
We're not pigeonholed into over there. You can go over there and people mess with it, you know?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
That was good.
You were at the summit, right? With
The Revolt Summit.
the Revolve Summit, that's the one. I was going to say Youth Summit. But so you got a chance to, we were talking about this before, you got a chance to see Vince Staples and Puffy, had that conversation, man. How was that? How was the whole vibe? Because being in a room with that many creative minds, man, it's got to be an energy in the room, you know?
That's exactly
Gotta
what
be
it
a
was.
vibe, for sure.
It was like specifically for people to come and network. So everyone was kind of from the jump. Everyone was just like every time you talk to someone, it's like, oh, what are you here for? What do you do? You know, this is what I do. We'll exchange information and we'll tap in. You know, like
That's so cool, dude.
and just to see, bro, I can't even list off the people that were on that lineup. It was nuts. Yeah.
Matt,
look-
drop a couple names for the people, just so they know what's up.
So they know what's up.
Joe Budden did State of the Culture live with Too Short, Reason, who's like the latest guy on TDE.
Yeah.
TDE, Top Dog and Punch, they did a panel on starting a record label and their history. Stefan Don, I seen there, Roddy Ricch, Ty Dolla $ign. There's like a panel of videographers, which was dope for me to see. Like a dude called Daps who did, I think he did the All Right video for Kendrick.
Word.
Cal Maddock, who did like the Old
Town Road video and a bunch of other videographers. So there was panels for everything. There's panels for videographers. There's panels for marketing. There's panels for like studio engineers. There's panels for like from record execs and every single element of hip hop, business and creative wise, was all covered.
Man.
That would have been a vibe.
No, absolutely, man, absolutely. And do you feel like you sort of brought that back with you? Like just a sense of the drive, the hustle, the know-how, you know what I mean?
The thing is that like over there, when you tell someone that you rap,
Yeah.
it's something that they actually take seriously. Whereas over here, sometimes I don't even tell people that I rap because they kind of just think it's like a little hobby
side
thing on the
hustle,
side. It's
yeah.
like, no, this is what I've been doing for like
For a minute.
most of my life.
Yeah,
you know?
My name's
Since
Cortext, motherfucker.
Since day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow me on Instagram. But no, it was nuts. Yeah, it was crazy. Just the fact that everyone there is just so supportive of. That's why so much dope culture and art comes out of the US because everyone over there, people like big up and like support people that are doing something out of the ordinary. Whereas like I feel like here, we've got like a big sort of tall poppy syndrome where when someone's standing out and doing something different, it's kind of people tend to be like, who does he think he is?
Facts, brother. Facts. Man, we've had situations like that, just us trying to do the show, to be honest. Like we really haven't done much. We're not trying to do anything but promote, you know, everyone in Perth, you know what I mean? We just want to show as much love to as many people as possible. But you get some people that are like just a little bit in their feelings with stuff, and you're like, man, like
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I feel like sometimes, like you said, it's a tall poppy syndrome. Like
that's it.
I just feel like maybe if we all did come together and work together, like you'd be
shared the love.
And Perth needs platforms like this. There's not enough. It's not like there's not too many. There's not enough. Like there's hardly any.
exactly. Well, that's a gap in the market that we saw, man. We're like, dude, there's not enough. There's not a hip hop show out there with two big black brothers talking a bunch of shit on air. You know what I mean?
Like just playing hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, just showing love to the community as well. Absolutely. But
I guess that was one of the big things that I learnt and came back with was just like, don't worry about not standing out. You know what I mean? Don't like try and dampen yourself down. Just, bro, you gotta shine. You gotta stand out. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's all about. Like show people what you do. Like be about. You know, just embody your art and embrace it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Whether that's like fashion or what you're doing with music or anything, bro. You just gotta stand out and do you. And like
just like. I mean, Cortext is doing right.
You know what I'm saying?
Rocking the 90s absolute steezy tracksuit, man.
Mission to get this hat.
This looks fresh, brother.
It looks clean as hell. You look like you came straight out of like East Coast Brooklyn right now, dude.
So how long have you been doing music for, brother? Do you want to let people know?
I started messing around with it when I was like in high school, probably like 8th, 9th grade kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess I've been releasing music since I was like 16 or 17.
Yep.
That was when I kind of came to the point where I was like, all right, this is good enough to actually show people.
Yeah.
And ever since then, bro, I've just been pretty much my life's revolved around this.
You were saying you were like kind of excited to see the panel of videographers. You make videos yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
what I've been doing, like for my bread and butter for the last couple of years. Videos and studio sessions as well, but.
No doubt. So you people record with you as well.
Yeah.
I have once or twice before.
Yeah.
That's
basically
absolute wizard.
Yeah.
Go hit him up.
For sure, hit me up.
Yeah.
Like I just basically developed all those skills from just wanting to be hands-on with my own art. You know, I wanted to, like, I can't handle sitting back and letting someone else, like, mess around with my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be in control of it. So I just learned how to record, then I learned how to make beats, learned how to mix, master, then learned how to do videos, and now I've got to the point where I can do that and make a living off it, which is like living the dream as far as I'm concerned.
So basically, you're your own like record label in one.
That's
what's up, man. That's what's up. What sort of got you into the hip hop? As far as I know the music itself already draws you in, but what artists, what inspiration did you sort of what time in your life were you hit with something that you're like, yo,
this is
like,
it.
Yeah. I just said like 50 times, but you know what I'm going with that question.
I grew up in a small town, and like there wasn't a lot of, it's a very white sort of town, you know what I mean? And so from the jump, like I kind of felt a bit just outcasted just in that respect, you know? And then I guess that's how I found hip hop, because hip hop is a culture made by people that were outcasted in their own country, in their own land, you know, and they use that and they like harness that and built off of that, and so that was what kind of led me to it, and that's how I related to it, and how I just thought, this is me.
No, like that was absolute truth, man. Like a lot of people with hip hop in general, it's like for the other, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
It really resonates with a lot of people.
Absolutely, man. So with growing up in such a small town, whereabouts? Denmark, right.
Yeah.
Did you start making music when you were there, or you moved over to Perth and then?
Music. Actually, there's quite a few people that have come out of
Denmark that do hip hop, like Paulie P.
Absolutely.
There's a bunch of people from down south that came out doing hip hop. Even Complete lived down south for a while when he was young.
Maybe it's the isolation to a certain degree. It makes you work on your craft a lot harder.
Freedom as well.
The thing is that
we didn't have any like local sort of
hangouts,
role models.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we just went straight from albums and like CDs, and just like I never actually Downside did come and play there quite a few times.
Big up to Downside.
Optimus was like a dude that it's kind of like showed me the way since I was real young.
Word.
But mostly it was just us figuring it out on our own. We used to just freestyle all the time, and there was a heap of us, like my whole group of friends, all would just freestyle and just chill.
It always starts with talking shit.
Yeah,
then you start freestyling, and then you're like,
exactly.
I sound alright.
That's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What projects do you have coming? Anything you're working on?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff coming.
I've just got to kind of formulate my like action plan of how I'm going to put it out. But I've got an album coming with Asthmatic called The Coroner. We've got an album will be dropping before the end of the year. For sure. Me and Yes Sir, we've got an album that's done as well. And I've got a couple of different projects of my own as well that are all in the final stages of being put together. So I'll have heaps of music coming out in the next few months.
You were saying before, Optimus was kind of like someone that sort of fostered you to a certain degree. Are there any artists that you see yourself sort of inspiring or helping out right now, or taking under your wing that you sort of want to guide into the
For sure.
to the
I try
industry?
and guide anyone that
wants it or needs it as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had a lot of support ever since I moved up to Perth at the end of 2009.
Yeah.
And ever since then I've had a lot of people in the scene that are like real supportive and that I linked up with, and like I've been doing music with Complete. We kind of came up at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
True.
We did our first song together in 2010. Like me and Bit of Belief have been doing music for a similar amount of time. Like just the scene was very supportive for me when I was coming up, so I try to pass that on any way and any time that I can.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Look, we're going to come back and ask you some more questions. Homeboy Jet over there is just saying the camera roll's running out for now. We're going to play a couple of your tracks and then we'll come back, yeah? Cool. What track you want us to play right now?
You got everything there?
Yeah.
Everything, man. We got the whole list right here. We got
You got Spotify?
Yeah, bros.
Play Prescription.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's something a bit different.
Word. Alright. And that's off the
Tsunami season.
Tsunami,
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do that, man. Here's your man, Cortext, with Prescription. We'll be right back. Peace. Yo, what's good? It's your man, Big Rak.
And it's your boy Zero.
And you're tuning in to
Hustle.
and
Grind.
100.9, baby, here at Noongar
Noongar
Radio.
Radio.
And what you just heard was bars, baby.
Yeah. Woo, straight fly.
Man,
Place
that's
just got burnt down.
absolute, man. That was an absolute banger of a track, dude.
Yeah.
That was with the homie Asthmatic.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How long you guys been homies for? How long you guys been working together for?
Not actually that long. Like we battled each other in 2011,
Word.
but we only started working on music and like I think we did our first track together in 2017 or something.
True.
Yeah.
Man,
We
hold
just,
up. You battled each other? You battle as well?
Yeah.
What
That's
don't you
like-
do, man? You break dance?
That's the
Were you
one thing.
b-boying at one
A
point?
couple of moves.
Trying to take it there.
Little ditty bop, little ditty bop.
Like I kind of came up and sort of helped to like boost up the battle scene when it was first sort of
Starting out like
Yeah.
a cappella battling.
Yeah.
And I've travelled around the country doing that. But it takes
up a lot of time. It's very time consuming preparing for a battle. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's not something that I do. Me and Asthmatic did a 2-on-2 a couple of months ago in Perth. Just because we thought it was a good look for the city. There hadn't really been like a battle event out here, and
I was gonna say 2-on-2. How does that work when it comes to like
Yeah,
spitting
I was saying
bars?
You just prepare your shit together because it's all pre-prepared.
majority. You know?
Yeah, to a certain degree,
Yeah. So you just get together and just bounce ideas off each other, and it's
That's what's
dope.
up.
2-on-2
cool,
battles are killer. I've done some back in the day as well with another homeboy of mine, Lethal.
Yeah.
Lethal, shout out Lethal.
Yeah, shout out to Lethal.
No joke. Like, I mean, I absolutely love hip hop, but I've never once watched a 2-on-2 rap battle.
You
No?
haven't?
Nah. Like I just
Why?
assumed that like maybe it turns it more into a cipher situation,
No.
or you might actually get into a situation where your homie says something about you and you're like, oh, sorry, I thought we were in a crew, you know?
No. It's just like
That's what's up.
2 times the force, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, dude, I can already see that happening. Yeah, that's what's up. Dude, were you as far as music when it comes to music or writing, man? Where do you get inspiration from?
I don't know. I feel like I've always been pretty good at tapping into, like, how
Your
I'm
creative
feeling,
juices?
and
Yeah,
not just that, just how I'm feeling
and just things that have happened to me in my life, and I feel like it's all locked away there.
Yeah.
If I ever need it, I can just tap into it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if it's a certain track, I've got something there that I can draw from, and yeah.
So your biggest inspiration to a certain degree is your life experience.
Life experience.
Yes.
Everything.
No, dude, that's
And also the culture and just everything that's going on, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean? A bit of everything, really.
keeping you in the street.
Yeah. But the way that I write is like when I'm in the studio, I don't write anything down.
Mhm.
I just basically kind of freestyle it line by line, sort of thing. So I feel like it's a real good way to write because it's very organic. It's just each line comes to you, and then sometimes it'll lead you on, like through a verse.
Yeah.
You go on kind of a journey because you're you're not starting it off with anything in mind. You know,
Yeah.
it just kind of takes form and it takes you with it as it goes, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, dude, that's probably, I'd say that's a dope technique to sort of show a lot of people that maybe want to start writing as well, because I feel like to a certain
write it down.
well, to a certain degree, it sort of takes away the rigidity of like actually having a 16 on a page, and like sometimes it takes away the pressure as well of having to actually write down things.
It kind of depends how you do it. If you're paying for studio time and you're paying by the hour, then I don't recommend it. Because
Exactly.
You want to go in there and have everything pre-prepared, but because I record everything myself, I've got the time, and I record so much music that it's just, for me, it just works.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. Well, I mean, in the days of like, well, nowadays with all the technology we have, like, you kind of have no excuse to not be able to at least record something somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, you've got a phone, you should be able to record.
Yeah, you've got a phone or you've got a friend for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, someone's always recording somewhere.
Yeah, but I think I might have cut you off there, brother. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, so you did a lot of like charity work in Africa, yeah, brother?
Yeah, not a lot, but I've been there. I've been there and done it once, yeah.
Do you want to let the people know?
Yeah, well, I work with an organisation called Orphan, which is like a grassroots kind of charity based in Melbourne.
Yeah.
But they do work in Sierra Leone,
Kenya, and Uganda, and I think in Cambodia as well. But
Sierra Leone is the main one. So I went over there in 2013 and just like worked with the kids there. Did some just, to be honest, I don't know, like I don't have a lot of skills. I sort of thought to myself at times, I was like, would have been better if I was a builder or something like that, you know what I mean? Or like, but we were just doing like painting and like building and construction, basically like helping them out with whatever they needed. And I did like some workshops with the kids and stuff like that as well.
Any music workshops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
would have loved that.
Yeah, absolutely. We were chatting about this before, and you showed us a video that you actually shot over there.
Yeah.
And I was just saying like how awesome that would have been for an experience for a lot of those kids, because a lot of them most likely wouldn't have even like been around someone shooting a video.
Yeah, it was nuts.
They even have like TVs in that age.
Oh, they probably have TVs, but you know what I mean. Like,
we just showed up into the town with the camera, and like within 5 minutes, there was just people everywhere.
Oh, dude, it would have been an absolute vibe, man.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's what's up. So, do you think like naturally you were gonna get into sort of doing charitable work as well, or is that something that a life experience sort of pushed you in that direction?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like my mum actually met my dad in Tonga when she was doing charity work over there. She was working as like a volunteer teacher over there, you know?
Yeah.
So from the jump, she always taught me that we're in a privileged position to grow up here. Yeah. And I always knew that my dad and a lot of my family weren't in such a good position where they're at.
Yeah.
And so she always like sort of imprinted that in me that it's kind of our responsibility to
help those less
to help out and at least do something, you know?
That's awesome, man.
It's just a good thing to have in mind, because as much as anything else, it just reminds you to be grateful for what you have.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, brother. So who have you like featured with in the past and in the future?
Heaps of people, bro. Anyone in Perth, I've pretty much done something with them at some stage. Yeah. Layla's one artist that I've never worked with that I'd really like to.
Yeah.
SBX. Yeah. But yeah, I've been around the Perth scene for like 10 years plus now.
And I've worked with some dope artists from interstate as well, and some dope artists from overseas. I did a bunch of music actually when I was in Cali.
Yeah,
I worked with a guy called Cognito, who was like, he was signed to Tech Nine's label, Strange Music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
And so we're going to be doing a lot more music together.
That's cool.
Man, you being over in Cali, because I always say this, would you say Cali is quite similar to Perth in like scenery and vibe and because
weather and just the layout of it,
it's like a big Perth. It's just like big and flat and just goes for ages.
Absolutely, you know? And I always liken Melbourne and like Sydney to like New York and Chicago sort of cities.
Sure. Sydney and New York definitely like quite similar in that way. That's all just
big buildings and
high rises, hustle and bustle.
That's what I feel like. That's the thing with New York. Everyone's like on their hustle because there's not a lot going for it as far as scenery and
you have to be out there doing something. Whereas
Cali's way more laid back because it's just a nice place to be, you know, and you can just chill, nice weather. It's like Perth, you know?
No, perfect. No,
we're gonna have to go to Cali soon.
Oh, dude.
Highly recommend it.
Absolutely, when we can find the money. Dude.
It's not even that expensive to tell you the truth. Like you can get a flight there for pretty cheap now.
Less than $1,000. Like you can get a return flight for like around $900. If you get it at the right time.
We'll be going soon then.
It's worth it just to be
on Zero's done.
Just to be around it,
be around the scene and be around, like I said before, just be around that positivity and that
energy,
energy and that like level of motivation.
Yeah. One thing I got to give it up to the people that come out of the US is just that everyone just seems so driven all the time. Like if they're doing something, they're like, that's it. They're doing that until they make it. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
It's definitely a vibe you want to be around.
Yeah,
and
that's
carry with you.
100%.
Because they kind of have to as well.
There's so many more people there.
Yeah.
You have to make it for yourself, you know what I mean, to a certain extent. It's not like they don't have like Centrelink like we do, you know what I mean? Like, they do have some sort of welfare programs, but it's a lot more like you have to go out there and get it. You know, a lot of people work like 2-3 jobs.
Just to make that.
Yeah.
Let alone, like, you could literally be shot at any time of the day. So it's like,
that's it.
Life is only just
that's
it. Yeah.
I don't know, like, when I was in Utah visiting my dad and my brother, and like
They never locked their house. Because everyone's just strapped. And if you go up in someone's house, they can shoot you. Like
Utah's a real like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative city. Like it's like country and
big time,
bigger mountain ranges and wide open spaces.
Yeah, there's lots of Tongan people there.
No doubt.
Samoans,
Respect.
Another thing I was gonna say is a lot of the Tongans and Samoans, and also like people from just NZ in general, they play in the NFL over there as well.
Yeah, there's not as many as I would expect that there would be. You know what I mean? Like, I'd expect that NFL would be dominated by Islanders.
100%. Yeah.
But there is a few that are breaking through.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my relatives used to play in the NFL.
Word.
Seems like a distant relative. I don't even know what team he played for.
He played.
I'm gonna seek him out and borrow some money off him for sure.
With fair.
Yeah. Dude, we're getting to the point where we kind of got to ask you the tough question, man. I don't know if you've been thinking about it at all, but
top five,
man.
Top 5.
Yeah. Top 5 musicians
Artists,
in general, man. Artists,
whatever.
They could even be like, philanthropists. It doesn't matter.
If I'm gonna include everything in it, from production and not just who can spit. Definitely Kanye West, Park, Scarface.
Jay-Z, Park, Kanye, Jay-Z,
Scarface, and how can I round it out?
It's a tough one, man.
You
want to throw Miles Davis in there, maybe?
Maybe between Nas and Eminem.
That's a good one.
Old Eminem.
Yeah.
Everything before 2004-ish.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
he kind of solidified himself in that point, but he's done a lot to undo his good work after that.
Dude, he should have just done what Nas does and feature every now and again and maybe drop a little project, but it's you don't need to.
But if I can do my current day top 5 as well.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Definitely Drake, Kendrick, Cole. That's pretty easy. You know what I mean? Sci-Hi the Prince is real dope as well.
Woo! Okay, real quick, Sci-Hi, I'd say, is one of the best metaphorists, if that's a word. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't know that he worked on Kanye's album and helped him write a lot of his bars. It came out of a Dark Twisted Fantasy and all the other stuff that he worked on. So good. That's a good person to chuck in there.
Royce has got to be up there.
Royce the 5.
Even though Royce isn't a new artist, but he's been killing it lately. I feel like in the last couple of years.
And dude, I think he's had that resurgence.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
When you rapping with was it Boogie when Eminem was?
Kind of.
At the casino.
We had a rap battle. Not me and him. He was hosting it. I just went up on stage and did my thing. Burnt some poor dude.
I actually seen it on Riley's Snapchat. Shout out to Riley.
Shout out to Riley.
That's what's up. Yeah, Boogie's dope, man. He's
dope. He was at the Revolt Summit.
Word. What caught me by him was that video he did for Nigga Needs in the art gallery, where he's like, "Oh, dude,
I haven't seen that.
Check it out." There's just he's like a tiny little figure sitting on a little pedestal, and all these people are looking at him, and I don't know. I won't break it down too much, but check it out when you get a chance.
Maybe I have seen it.
It was probably one of the first tracks he dropped when he came out.
Yeah.
You're not talking about Boogie with the hoodie, are you?
No.
Yeah, you're talking about Boogie.
From Compton.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Too many boogies out here.
Boogie who?
Yeah, that's it, man. Dude, you've given us your top 5. Is there anything else you want to sort of any shout outs you want to give? Plug your socials, whatever, man.
Follow me on Instagram, Cortext DSC. Everything else is just Cortext. YouTube, The High Creative. That's my business. I do videos, recording sessions, beats. Hit me up. Shout out to everyone that I rap with. SLD. Shout out to Asthmatic, CTC, Exact, DZ. I can't go into it too much. Or there's people that if I say too many people, then
you might miss.
We'll be pissed off.
Man, do you want to just say shout out to all of Perth?
Yeah, shout out to all of Perth.
The whole Perth hip hop scene, man. It's been beautiful to watch how it's
evolved over the last 10 years, just in the small portion that I've got a chance to see. It's a beautiful thing. We all need to support each other, big each other up, because we've got something special out here. And if we
all work towards the same thing,
then we can push it further than we are, you know?
That's it.
So
Wise words, bro. Wise words.
I'm here to do my part, and everyone else that's in a position similar, I think should do the same.
Yeah.
Man.
Represent.
6K. That's where it's at.
Much love, brother. Much love.
Much love.
Man, Cortex, we've loved having you in. We'll get a chance to actually record your hustle and rhyme sessions if you feel like spitting some bars at one point. Like,
For
not
sure.
now, obviously, but in the future.
Yeah.
Definitely. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, well,
on what, on YouTube?
Yeah. So we've only recorded 2 so far, and that was with High Class and No.
Dope. They're both dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to High Class.
Yeah. Oh, High Class, mad love. Yeah, they've both
Definitely
been
high class.
Yeah, absolutely. They've both been like huge supporters of the show from the beginning as well.
Yeah.
So mad love there. But so we recorded that originally in the studio, but we figured out we're much better like recording it in a
booth,
in a setup, in a booth, like somewhere where we can actually have like backlighting and you know what I mean, have a studio set up. So we're literally in the process of getting the poster sorted, but the place is ready, everything is all ready to go. So we'll be in touch.
We'll
obviously,
be hitting you up, brother, for sure.
Hey,
Absolutely.
shout out to my brother L Street as well, and shout out to Omac and Misk. They're about to drop an album, which is real dope. I've just been working on that.
That's what's up. What else have you been working on, man? You working on a movie coming up soon?
I am actually.
Tap in. Follow me on my socials and all will be revealed.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
dope.
Man, you just heard it here from the main man, Cortex.
Thanks again for giving us your time, brother.
I appreciate you for having me.
Appreciate it, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Well,
we'll be playing you out, dude. You have so many songs. Like, what one do you want to specifically go with?
Put on Out the Dungeon.
Out of the Dungeon?
Yeah. That's off High 17, my last album. Album before last.
First track on there, man.
Yeah.
Dope. This is your main man, Cortex, with Out the Dungeon. Peace.